Hello everybody, and welcome to a very special stream. We're finally back here with Dungeon Alchemist, and this is my very first time using this incredible tool as a professional dungeon master, or at least a professional roleplay game master, which is my official title in the company that I work for. And I'm very, very happy to be back. Very excited to get to work once again. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this intro, this is the official look for my my weekly Dungeons and Dragons campaign. It's known as Winberg, and yeah, if you look here we have our official party members. Cool little intro. But above anything else, here we are in Dungeon Alchemist once again. Everybody on my YouTube channel was so excited. You guys have been asking for it for a while, and I hadn't had the time and the chance to get back to this incredible tool. Very excited to be back. And waiting for us, straight from Hero Forge, is Mochi! Hello! It's me, your favorite wizard. Mochi's a well-known character in the Winberg campaign. Whoops. Oh, I professional DM, everybody. Anyway, welcome one, welcome all. I figured, why not design a cool dungeon for a future adventure, something that our players will delight in participating. So, when first designing a dungeon, I like to think in terms of utility, right? Why is this being used? So let's start with a hallway. This being the narrow corridor that our players would find themselves in. Actually, let's do 3x3, or at least a 3 wide. Huh. Okay. Yeah, all right. We'll just undo that, and there. We'll go with a 10x3 here. Let's delete this little area here that we did just for the intro. Hi Mochi, I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so let's say our players have been trilling this area for a little while now. They're trying to figure out the secrets of this place. I'm going to take the approach that I did with an area that was in the Winberg campaign. This is the Cannith Vault in Silvery Moon. I just realized that my microphone might be a little quiet, so I'm gonna increase the volume of it slightly. We're going to take the Cannith Vault that we had over in Silvery Moon. We're going to adapt it into what it might look like here on Dungeon Alchemist. In fact, we're not gonna start this short. We're going to go wide. Let's go 10 by 20. That's a good opening. And so when the players first entered, the first thing they realized is that the ground was covered in this weird transparent, almost like a membrane, right? And it prevented them from seeing exactly what's directly below them. It was essentially the walk of faith, right? The leap of faith from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And it immediately gives them pause. Oh, interesting. A mine shaft. I don't know how that would work. Oh, yeah, okay. So technically we could just do this, right? Little do our characters know that the floors are just invisible, right? I just don't know if it's possible. Let's see. Metal, tiled, ruined, stone, wood. I don't know if it's possible for us to do what ended up happening. Huh. Yeah. I suppose Okay. Uh-huh. Clear canal. Right. Very interesting. And then we're not... Yeah, we have to place our tokens down there. So that doesn't work the way that it would. But what we can do... Yeah, we don't have any glass. So we'll just use a patterned tile like this. Right? So in this case, right, having the level changes, it becomes... We could use this idea of what is below us, right? How do we navigate that? So perhaps here the puzzle is less, you know, the room is less about just crossing it and seeing how the world reacts to you. It could be that it's more precarious. It's more about finding a way to traverse. And then here at the end, we could have double doors like this. Let's get rid of this crypt door. It's a bit too on the nose for me. We'll have double doors as well on the entrance. It's a nice little bookmark. So for it to just be empty like this, I feel like it's not good enough. Maybe we can find something else to add. We could add a necrotic fog so that the ground beneath our players' feet is all poisonous, you know? Uh-huh. I see. Yeah. And then we're going to make the brush small so we can clear the effects from above. Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge, but I'm sure we can deal with that. Yeah, necrotic fog. It won't let us do the corners, which I was sort of hoping for. There we go. So we're essentially we're laying it out pretty thick, like the fog. We're laying it out very easily for our players to discern that, hey, don't fucking fall. Bad idea. Let me just try and get this right, because I want it to be around. I don't want it to be on top of the pillars. Maybe on top of the pillars is something that happens later. It could be something that the players have to end up working through and working against, but not initially. That's definitely not something I want to do initially. Yeah, so it does take away a lot of the fog, even though, yeah, so deleting is a lot less, it's a lot more indiscriminate. I was gonna say it's a lot more discriminate. Okay, so we start off with this room filled with necrotic fog, right? And perhaps on the ground below them, it's just the skeleton standing there like, hey, don't fucking come down here, you'll die. And then where the fog is less dense, we could have skeletons here and there. But then the question, the question is like, oh, well, it's not as precarious as it seems, because it might be wondering, okay, well, just don't fall, right? But what if the fog, the danger is not what you can see, the danger is what you don't see. What is within this fog, what is waiting for us. What's waiting to eat us if we get caught. Right? So, I don't know if we have corpses. That does give me a cool idea, but I don't think a spider would work very well. What can we see? Kobolds? No. Okay, well, can't really do anything yet. Ooh, I like these lights. Maybe there's something we can do with them. Okay, we can use these lights in a way that forces our that like calls the attention of our players. Maybe hitting that is something they need to do in order to progress, right? And then we just put in the center like this. I'm pretty sure. Okay, there it is. This one doesn't have any connectors to the walls. So we place this in the center, right? And let's take away some of the tile here. There we go. Let's put more necrotic fog in here. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna clear it slightly, just to make it so that the skeleton's more visible, and then we'll add it on pretty freaking thick. Okay. I feel like the fog is a bit too taxing. Yeah. It's a bit too taxing on frame rates, so I'm going to add it just a little bit more. Just a little back. Okay. That's a good first room, I'm pretty sure. So, first thing you see, swirling fog, right? And perhaps, let's see, do we have traps? Bear trap, spider web. We do not, huh? Yeah, okay. I was expecting there to be more. Structural, masonry, pits. Okay. I do like that, but hold on a minute. Can we put it down below? I don't think we can. Okay. Instead, we'll have it placed onto here, right? And essentially what happens is they could choose to explore that way. And if they do, they'll find themselves in an area over here. We'll make it disjointed. It'll be like this xenomorph sort of like claustrophobic little area. Wonder if I can make it sewer, because the sewer sewer tiles here would be perfect. They would fit exactly what we're looking for. Pits. Maybe. What does that do? Oh, I see. We could use that. We can use that. If we have a canal like this. Okay. Got it. We'll have crypt, rookery, no, temple, tavern. Mineshaft. We can use Mineshaft. We can start with Mineshaft. We could have these claustrophobic twists and turns and whatnot, and dead ends with multiple little thingies here. Sort of goes back. It's a small little labyrinth that they have to negotiate, so to speak. There. We'll let that go. It gives us like, yeah. Perfect. Okay. We'll take these away because I need it to be claustrophobic enough that it's hard to navigate, but it can't be impossible. It can't be blocked, right? So our little entrance will be here, and I'll just place this there in order to give us the idea of it, right? Like this, or better yet, like that. Throw this in, and we'll have these pits like that. Yeah, but trying to figure out a way to connect these in an interesting manner. Oh, maybe floor tiles. Maybe the floor tiles are what we use. I don't know. Let's make him rock, actually. I do prefer it to be rock. So let's do that. Because if it's dirt, I feel like, unless it's like damp, it doesn't really work for what we're trying to do. And then at the end here, a rock dig. Let's see. Could be like a little room where they fight. Ah. And they fall here, and no. What we'll do is okay, make it all this, and then we'll have, ooh, spooky, sort of a Lovecraftian thing, like a bottomless pit right in the middle of this room. Not in love with the walls. Definitely not in love with the walls. Let's just have, okay, we'll just make this a full mine shaft, and then, do we have bottomless pits? Mine shaft, deep pit. Aha, there we go. And it's just a bottomless pit down there. You can't really see what's down in it, right? But it is this, like, what the fuck just came out of there? Do we have... Ooh, and it's like this dark... Okay, hold on. Let me undo that. Let me take a look at what the other fogs look like. No. A cold fog, perhaps. I do kind of like that. I'm not sure why. I don't know what we're looking... No, definitely not the fog. What's the wispy white? Okay, so... Ooh. Wait a minute. I think I got it. Because then, if we take this wispy white fog, right, and we focus it here, and we get rid of it in the corners, yeah, it's a bit hard to get the effect that I'm looking for, because if you follow me, this wispy white here, right? Oh, actually, I think... Okay, hold on. Not gonna look Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth here. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, yeah. A little bit more. A tiny bit more. Yeah. Focus it on the end. Okay, yeah. So, if you follow me here, right? Players are going through this thing, through a mine shaft. It's dark. It's claustrophobic. They're trying to figure out which way to go. And, you know, this is like a side room. This is not even the main room to go. But they go in, and at the end, they find this. And the wispy fog gives this quality of, like, it being solid, even though it's this bottomless pit. And we're not trying to get them to fall in. We're trying to get them to go, what the fuck is that? And by having this, we have this, like, what the fuck just came out of here, right? And then it's just building it. We're just building into this sort of like, okay, where the fuck are we? Now we can continue. And we go here. Actually, we'll make it a hallway, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we'll have these two directions that our players can head to. Walls will remove. Oh, oops. Oh. Don't really like that. I really don't like that. Don't like how they did that. Not at all. Bad touch. Bad vibe. Bad vibe. Nope, that's too much. Get rid of that. And you too. I have no use for you. And then we have this long hallway that serves as this, that serves as building tension. And we have the first release, which is the chapel. This could be our first combat room, right? Or no. No. This is going to be a puzzle that leads into combat. And we'll have an altar like this. We're going to replace that. And we'll place it right there. At the end. And we'll have a basin. You can go. A basin that would normally be for holy water, right? People are... The first thing that people think would be, oh, holy water. I get it. But it's not. It's evil. And if they did explore down there, they'll recognize the same wispy fog around it. I'm delightfully devilish, Seymour. Don't really have a use for those yet, but I will, probably. Oh, I definitely, I'll have a use for those. Can I place them on top of the thing? I don't think I can. That's fine. Okay, hold on. I'll put the wisps directly on top of the altar. That's what I'll do. There. And it's like, you have to imagine that it's like, it's falling down to the ground like almost like a liquid, right? Also, I kind of want tavern music instead of this jaunty medieval stuff. Nope. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Crowded Tavern. Where's the music? Nope. There's no music there. Come on. Music? Tavern music? Nope. Tavern music. Come on, baby. That's better. That's much better. Okay, so we have these wisps falling down almost like a liquid, right? And it's meant to instill this sense of like, ooh, in our players. And by having this water here on the side, knowing how players are fucking goblins, they're gonna be like, ooh, ooh, I want to try it. I want to stick my hand in there. I want to stick my face in there. I want to drink some of this shit. And so you let them. And if you let them, you could have like a wisdom save here where they have to roll it. Otherwise, they get mind controlled by the lich that controls this this dungeon. And you could have these pockets of necrotic fog here and there. Because then you'll be telling the players, hey, this isn't the same fog. Like the white one isn't the same fog, and they'll be like, okay, well, if the green is bad, the white has to be good, right? Wrong. Wrong, you stupid bastard. Okay, yeah, so here we have a combat room. And I wonder if I can get one of these basins, but a basin made of blood. So let's just... Okay, no objects with blood in them. That sucks. Blood canal. Bucket. And then we take objects. Man, ugh. I wish. Hold on. Basin. None of them are empty. Oh my god, how great would it be, right? If I could make these be filled with blood? Wait, can I? Yes! Oh, hell yeah! Why did it give me... Hold on. Fountain? Drinking fountain. And then on either side, you have them made. Uh-huh. Of blood. Fantastic. Yeah. And then you put the same wispy fog. Beautiful. Ah, love that. Love that. Don't even need the necrotic fog. Just immediately, like, they walk in and there's these basins of blood and these fountains of blood, and they're like, what the fuck is that? And then a grail in the middle. Not that one. I don't like that one. Can we get... I don't know. They have to be strong lights. Candle. Can we get like a cool... Ooh, much better than candlesticks. We can have a fuck ton of candles. And we'll have to keep them to low intensity. Otherwise, we're going to pollute the scene for no reason. Because when you have a fuck ton of candles here, it drives home this sense of like, who the fuck spent so much time doing this, right? And why? What are because it's this worship, right? It's this obsession. And the players want to know. They want to know, why the fuck? Who the fuck did this? What the hell? What? Why? Huh? When? Yes. Much better. Ooh, what is that? Okay. I don't like the effect that gave. Not actually fun. Uh-huh. Could I place that? Oh, love these. I'll make them small. That's what I'll do. Rotate that, make these smaller. Yes. No, I don't want to use like Muslim imagery for like bad things. Feels wrong. No, that doesn't really work. Sorry. No, that doesn't work either. Ooh, but a drink. Snake oil. Can we make it red? Oh, I think we can. We can. Oh, bestie, yes we can. Wait. Oh. Oops. Whoopsie. Whoopsie-doo. Here comes the goo. Okay, that's not the color that I want it to be. Teacup? Well, teacups are this big? That is way too big. No. It's like a keg of blood. Liquid disaster potion. No. Can we make it full? No, we cannot. Okay. Draconis potion. Oh, I kind of do love the chalices. Okay. Oh, ooh, baby! Look at that. No, stop it, boy. And then we will put a knife. How do we drive home? Ah! Yeah, but I not drink that. This must be smaller. Haha. Haha, we're evil. Oh, weapons. Can we get a dagger? Yeah. It has to be this one. Put a couple of scrolls here. A lich has got to have his scrolls, man. And he's got to ponder his orb. We'll put an orb on in the lich room later. And then, right, once the players are through, what we'll do is we'll place a door behind this altar. It better not have frozen. I'm gonna be very sad. Oh, there we go. Yes. There we go. Yeah, and we place the door there. And once, so essentially they'll have they'll come in, they'll see that wisp, they'll come up to this chalice of blood, and then they have a few choices, right? They can drink the blood, they can check the scroll, they can check the skull, and each item here does a different thing, right? We can have the players touch the scroll, ghost wizards show up. The ghosts of the wizards that the lich, whose souls the lich has consumed. And then you can have You can have the skull. It wakes up like a warrior that the Lich has killed and also consumed the soul of, and then, you know, they have to fight. If they drink the blood, wisdom save, they fall under the control of the Lich temporarily for, I don't know, 1d6 turns or 1d8 turns, right? And they go into a frenzy, they attack their friends and whatnot. The answer here, right, would be to take the knife, to cut your hand open, pour it in the chalice, and then present it to these fountains of blood. And then that'll make this door appear. And, you know, then they'll be able to walk through. Although, there's something here that we could do. Watch this. I'm gonna take this, move it forward. Same with these boyos. We're gonna move them here, and we're gonna take that and we're gonna expand it forward. There we go. Because then, yes. Because then we have this centerpiece right here. But as the players cause the enemies to spawn, they'll spawn from this, from the pool of blood behind them. Oh, look at that. That is fucking sick. So cool. Okay. Okay. The fog stuff down there is a bit stupid, so I kind of want to clear it from down there. Because it takes away the 3D effect of it being a pool of blood. Let's clear this area first. Go over here. Uh-huh. Yeah, it just can't be positioned down there. That's not what we want. Because positioning it above still gives the... Okay, see? Down there. That's the problem down there. I don't want that. There we go. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So, because if we have the smoke pouring in from below like that, it takes away the 3D effect. And we don't want that. A bit too much. Bit too much. Less is more. We'll position the fog right there so it flows down. And here. Yeah, okay. There we are. Perfect. Alright. After the and then when the enemies show up, you know, they'll be coming. I'm sorry that I keep clicking escape. It's really silly. I don't have any evil boyos right now. So who should I use? From our D&D campaign. Do we not have any undead? I could have sworn we had undead. Sure. And so they would be like coming up from within, and they'd be like, "Oh, you fucked up!" Ah! Yeah. So from here, this opens up. Yeah. So this opens up this area. Yes. And it opens up into a dungeon. We go 10. This accesses I want to say this is the first sort of layer of defense, and at this point the Lich, you know, the Lich would feel pretty confident that nobody's gonna get through that. So here we begin to see more intimate areas, right? And by intimate I mean the cells where he keeps his captured enemies for his nefarious experiments. Is it 3x4? No, 3x3. Dummy. There we go. Yeah, so here we'll find all of these like captured monsters and magical beings that the Lich uses for his experiments. And then next up here we will find actually, is that 2? Yeah, that is 2. So it mirrors it. Ah, dang it. There. And we confirm that. And we'll get a dissection room, which is where he actually goes to town on their corpses. Sick. Love that. And then connected to it, we'll have an ample library. Connected to it, even still, a storage room right there. And we're going to move the door over here. We'll also make the contents of this storage room a bit more nefarious. Because right now, this Lich is having bread and sweet rolls and mead while dissecting corpses. In fact, we need to clear one of these... Oh, wait a minute. Corpse. There we go. If I write dead, what does that give me? Ooh, we have an orb. Okay, he'll ponder that later. Library there. And then this connects to the laboratory. And it's one of the many laboratories that he has. Yes, it's all coming together. And then here, if we go the other direction, we find a burial chamber where the other stupid Lich that used to live here that I killed. And finally, a throne room, which is going to feel very out of place, but that's the point. This is an eccentric, weird fucking Lich, man. No. There. And it's a long hallway. Very long. And it connects over there, like this area. Uh-huh. Yeah. And here... we'll go 20 by 15. Yes. Okay, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It gives me Dark Souls 1, Ornstein, and Smo sort of feel to this. Let's get rid of these pillars. And we'll just have them as structural stuff. And in the middle, do we have a bigger throne? No, too small. Oh, wait a minute. Aha! And the thing is, we're going to fuck with their expectations because they're gonna be like, oh, it's a lich. They're not physically imposing. They're just weird and ugly and terrifying. But this one, oh, but the skeletal throne. Which one? Okay, skeletal throne it is. Are you kidding me? Look at that. This is like an Acererak level threat. This is a demi-lich. Yes, absolutely. And then at the center, right? Or along the walls, we'll have this lava stuff. Sort of used to do this stuff in my Minecraft server. I would have like lava running around the edges of a room, essentially like showing players, because I used to make dungeons for Minecraft servers, so the players would have like a place to go fight enemies. I always thought that was very fun. And then right at the center, we'll have another deep pit, just like the one at the center of that other place. And the players are gonna be like, oh god, what's gonna come out of there? Oh yeah, and I can add like these electrical arcs. Yes. Oh yes. And again over here. Like that. And around this stuff. No, not like that. Not like that. Fireflies? Yes, absolutely. Like that. Fog. And from this thing is there's a necrotic fog. Oh, I managed to get it right in the middle. God damn it. Okay. Great. Let me see if I can get that. Come on. Oh, wait. Aha! Hell yeah. Can I get this? Okay, so that oh, so cool. That looks like cold and shit. Love it. We're gonna clear this. Can I get? No, it won't place itself on top. But that I can use. Okay. And once the players get in, the entire room gets surrounded with fire. And it's essentially the Lich saying, alright, you have my fucking attention, heroes. Because that's the thing about Liches, right? They're so, like, you just love to hate them. They're so cool. They're so, like, ugh, so over it. But they can't help themselves. We place those there. And right in the middle, we do this. Look at that. Oh, what a fucking centerpiece. What a bookmark. And then behind him, we'll have a fucking treasury. Because... yeah, because liches are fucking vain as hell. Because of course you'll have a treasury with multiple rooms, might I add. You'll have fucking hallways that connect his treasury. And little do the players realize, the treasuries have been all over this entire time. Right under their fucking noses. Fucking beautiful. Uh-huh. We'll put gold. Fucking Ark of the Covenant is here, because why not? Coin pile after coin pile. Just a massive gold hoard of gold for them to find. This is one of those liches, you know? Like, they're like, well, you've done everything I can. Time to get rich. You're not gonna use the money. I don't care. Fuck you. I get to do it. I've done everything else. It's like, but why do you care? Fuck you. That's why. Who the fuck are you? I helped Bob Dylan up on stage. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, so that took away our throne. No. Let's put that back in, because we're talking about a fucking demi-lich. And he's gonna get his goddamn throne. There. Directly in front of the thing. Yes! Oh, I love this. Absolutely love this. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a walkthrough, essentially. We're going to take one of our little characters. We'll take Mochi. Why not? Mochi's always our pal. Our good time boy. Our stinky cheese. Alright, here we go. Aha! We have arrived. I'm actually gonna change the music. Let's see. Let's try Temple of the Dead. And as we make our way through our first hallway, we find ourselves in a room filled with necrotic fog. Your bones begin to chill. The whispers of the damned beneath you beckon. The sweet voices asking you, return to us. Ashes to ashes. Dust to dust. And then through acrobatics checks, our players would make their way. Ooh, there we go. Oh, I can actually jump. I didn't realize. And they would see the skeletons of the damned below and realize that in order to get out, they must hit... Ooh, my character just failed a wisdom save. He just started walking forward. I didn't even tell him to do that. Okay. You hit that in order to open that door, because essentially what the players would do is they would just... Damn. Okay. There we go. They would just... I'm failing all of my acrobatics checks. It's not even funny here. And they would get to this, and they'd be like, oh, what the fuck, man? And they'd be like, okay, well, I guess I can go that way. And if they do... Okay, yeah, I am terrible at this. They would get in through here, right? And I am still terrible at this. Oh my god. There we go. And they would be teleported. Not teleported, right? They would just come in and come out through here and be like, "Ooh, what is this?" They would find themselves in a labyrinth. And come to find dead ends, and at the ends of these dead ends, they would find spiders and rats. Oh, okay, that's not supposed to be there. I just realized. And more spiders and rats and toads and cockroaches and all of the stinky things. Yeah, okay, I got lost in my own fucking labyrinth. It's a good labyrinth then. And as they make their way through, they would come to this. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wonder what happens. Oh! Oh! That's actually pretty funny. Okay. Okay. So essentially they would come to this spot and they'd be like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, and by falling it just... yeah. So they wouldn't be able to walk in. They would essentially be unable to walk in because they would find that this fog is solid and they would try to walk on it, but they wouldn't be able to. Alright. And then they'd come back out here and they'd be like, well, what the fuck? So they would hit this, right? And it would teleport them. Oh, and I think a good way to signify it would be to give it that sort of color. Or, you know, a color that contrasts with it, so maybe the blue. Well, it would be the orange. Okay, so the orange would contrast with the green. It's a complementary color after all. And then once they activate that, this door would open. And then they'd be like, ooh, okay, time for more adventure. And they would come in through here, the architecture changing a bit. And as they open, blah. What the fuck? And they would see this. Same fog. As before. That door would not be there. It would just be, whoa. What? What the fuck? What is this? Okay. Mochi? Thank you. And they'd be like, oh my god, what is this? And then they would check the scroll. They would find that it's like a scroll of like of illusion or something. Something of the sort. And or like blood control or something like that. Something that points to blood. If they touch the scroll, they can keep it, but that would spawn wizards. Ghost spirit wizards. That they would fight. Touching the skull summons some ghost fighters for them to fight, or like barbarians. And drinking the blood puts them under control of the necromancer or lich. And then using the knife to... oh, okay, well, I suppose that it'll... okay. It'll open the door, but using the knife, open up, you know, make themselves bleed, put that blood in the chalice and offer the chalice to this. Obviously, you know, players are dumb, so there's always a chance that they won't put it in the chalice and then put it over there. They'll just put it in the chalice, or just put it in here. If you realize that they're not going to do the steps, I'd say just give it to them. Alright. Once that opens, let's see if I can make a little jump here. I can. Okay. Then they would come through. They would see like the remains of magical creatures, or even better, they could have actual magical creatures here that they have to find. It could be that they're here to rescue these magical creatures. And if they release these magical creatures, they can try animal handling to get them on their side. And then they can help them throughout the dungeon. And from here on out, if they release the creatures, things get harder. If not, it doesn't. But then here they would be able to go this way, which would take them over to the... I believe it takes them over to the throne room? Yes, it does. But essentially here, they'd be able to find sort of the laboratories of the Lich. And then find all types of magical things that they can use and learn from. Here we have like a very obvious, don't fucking touch that asshole. And then you could have some adverse effects for anyone that does that. Here, this one is like the opposite. If someone touches this, it's actually good because you can use whatever is in this container to fight against the Lich later. And the same goes for these three, right? These are essentially like raw potions that you can use against the Lich. And then here you would find like extra materials, like maybe some rare items that you can use, like wondrous items, one use. Here you'd be able to find some like books and scrolls for magic users, maybe some manuals for proficiency and whatnot. And then here, supplies. So they would find food, stuff to recover their HP. They could even rest in there if they'd so like. Here you can find like a little goblin guy. Just a really weird little guy. You know? Maybe Boblin the Goblin. And he's like the servant of the Lich. And he's like, I would never betray my master. And then you're like, but we'll set you free. And he's like, hello, I'm Boblin the Goblin at your service. And then from here, you'd go down this way. And when you walk in here, right, you would find this and be like, oh, who's in there? And you would find a skeleton inside. And maybe the skeleton, if you touch it or you speak with dead, it's the old necromancer or the old lich that lived here before the current one. And he'll be like, oh, fuck. His weakness is this. Free my spirit and I'll give you something. Maybe he gives you a clue for another dungeon. I don't feel like having him come back and fight the other lich is good because way too strong. You'd probably already have the magical creatures with you. But, again, as a DM, whatever the fuck you want to do goes. And then you'd find this water basin, and it essentially gives you, like, magical resistance for a specific amount of time, which is super useful. And then you'd get here, and as the music begins to crescendo, as the silence of the crypt begins to be as oppressive as possible, you would reach the end of this hallway and find yourself face to face with that. Ow! God! And then, hold on, let me go over here. The Lich would be waiting for you up here. Hold on, excuse me. So, you finally made it. Foolish mortals! I shall reap your souls, and then, and then like the fire begins to sprout on all sides, and it's like, and then the four green flames erupt, and from within you see like these tentacles begin to sprout out, and there's like a stage hazard apart from the Lich. There's like this ethereal kraken that you have to evade the tentacles of while fighting the Lich, and he doesn't even come down from his fucking throne. He just stays up here, and he's just like throwing firebolt, lightning bolt. He's just fucking throwing everything at you, just meteor swarming. And it's like, how the fuck can you do that? We're inside. It's like, this is my domain. And then up above, you see like, there's like a really tall ceiling. Or not even really tall ceiling. It's just a regular ceiling. But then suddenly clouds appear. And you can't see the ceiling. And lightning starts sprouting. And maybe it starts raining and shit. Like, he has complete control over this place. And he just begins to throw everything, even the kitchen fucking sink at you. And you have the Kraken, you have to like jump and avoid it while you're like fucking, you know, fighting these tentacles, and then the magic users are like fucking hurling spells against this lich, and the lich is just like, ha ha! I am a master of the arcane arts! You fools! And then finally, you know, like, and then the magic creatures show up and start helping you, and they start pestering him, and he's like, ah! And he comes down, and when he comes down, bro, he's not just a physically puny lich. He's huge, and he comes down, and is like, now you have awakened my ire. Feel my wrath. And he fucking, I don't know, like, he looks behind him, and he, from within, like, this throne, he just sticks his hand, like, here where their spine is, and he just pulls it out, and little do you know, that's like an axe, you know, like those spines over there. He just makes an axe with it, and while he's hurling spells to this side, over here, he's, like, swinging the axe back and forth, and then, like, breaking pillars and whatnot. And if like he breaks one of them, the structural integrity of this area begins to falter, and you see like cracks appearing on the ground. And if he breaks enough of them, you know, there can be like the ceiling can collapse on top of him, and it can like damage the throne, and maybe the throne is directly connected to his power and whatnot. There's so much that you can do. And then once you defeat the lich, you know, you'd be free to plunder the treasury and whatnot. And it's like, oh, fuck, look at how much stuff. And you gotta keep going, because there's always more to see. And if you're stupid enough to not keep going, right, or if you're not able to because everything is falling apart, you will miss these jumbo-sized coins. And you'll miss, like, the rest of the treasure, right? But that's it, man. Like, it's a pretty self-contained adventure. I don't think it's enough for a one-shot, but it's definitely a good dungeon. I have a feeling that it would be super sick to play through this, especially as you're building up to this final confrontation. So you'd have a skill-based challenge over here, and then you would have another skill-based challenge over here with the possibility of spawning enemies. Here, maybe you could have, like, some clues as to what will come out from this area later on, and then get through here, find magical creatures, let them, you know, set them free, go through, find a bunch of items that you can use against him. In retrospect, it's a bit of an oversight for him to leave his, like, laboratories before his throne room, but he's a lich. He's dead. Why does he care? He wants a good challenge anyway. Here you'll get some information that can help you fight him, and then maybe this basin here has like magic resistant potion, and then you have this long hallway, just silence, and it's slowly giving you that sense of, oh fuck, what's beyond the bend, right? And finally you come face to face with this insane final boss, and he just wrecks your shit. And if you die, here's the thing. No, you didn't. He just throws you out, and he says, better luck next time, assholes. And then he changes all of the puzzles, because he wants to be killed, but he wants to be killed by worthy opponents. And that's it. That's it. Demi Lich's lair. I'm gonna save that. And then we're going to publish it. We're going to make it public, so anyone that has Dungeon Alchemist can download this if you'd like to play it. A demi-lich who's tired of his undead life has challenged you and your party to a final confrontation, and given you very direct and surprisingly... Well, actually. And surprisingly... warm regards. Very direct instructions and surprisingly warm regards in order for you to reach his chosen arena. Will you survive the gauntlet and finally give the Demi-Lich one final fight against a worthy foe? Will you set his undead soul free? You decide! Hell yeah, baby. Alright. It has been an hour and 11 minutes. We have created an entire dungeon, a full... I kind of want to say like a full one-shot. For you to play with your friends. If you're curious to see more interesting stuff like this, stick around every weekend. There's another episode of Windberg, my D&D campaign that I've written. Takes place in the Forgotten Realms. Connects to Eberron. Connects to all the other realms in Dungeons and Dragons. And yeah, today is June 16th, 2023. And the next game we'll have will be on Sunday, which will be June 18th. It'll be roughly at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm very excited to have you all join us. All right. So, thank you everyone, and have a good one. Thank you for sticking around, and tell me down in the comments, what else would you like to see me create here in Dungeon Alchemist? We'll see whichever comment has the most likes will be the next thing that I build, and I'll get back to you guys with another episode of this probably next week. I don't know. Work as a professional DM is a bit hectic lately, but I will do my best to find the time to be here and to create some fun stuff that you guys will be able to use. And reminder, this is on Steam Workshop. All you have to do is go there and find it. I also made sure to put the Vampire Script, which is the last map that I created, here on stream. It is also available on Steam Workshop for you to go see, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It's non-Euclidean, it teleports you places, it's super fun, and obviously, it ends up in a really, really fancy little place for you to get some riches, baby. Alright, everyone, that's my time. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time, probably for Windberg this weekend. Take care, everyone.